Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Here's a give to Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunt. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Quarterback making checks. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
To throw, it's Sellers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Quick release by the QB. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses to 40. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
What can you say about this guy on this drive? There's zero mystery. They just keep turning around and they keep handing it off. He's stacking up the yards on this drive alone, and at this point the defense knows who's getting it, and they still can't stop him, guys.
Has it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he added the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the catch. It's Hunt. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this tight end, he's got size, he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Throwing, Sellers. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Across the 25, he's got room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sellers lets it go to the end zone, and he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Again, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads it left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. The sure hands, it's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. He makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Throwing, Sellers. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers from the gun on third down. Avoids. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 5 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Ducks, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Wiley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Wiley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Play action on 1st down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give to Frazier. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff for Frazier. Bounced off his feet.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Frazier. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's a give to Frazier. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Now the play fake. Under fire. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Frazier again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
South Carolina, center.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Jet sweep to the edge. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go play action with Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
The DBs will back off a bit. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the counter play. Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldog! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sellers unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Bolden. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to throw it, Sellers. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive play.
Lets it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas.
Here's a little room there. The 20. All the way. Touchdown, Georgia. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well. well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fly sweep coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They want the edge on the jet sweep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a